So you've got a movie option this weekend. It's a new Woody Harrelson film. It is called Wilson. It actually filmed in Minneapolis, which meant that a Minneapolis actor gets quite the prominent role in it. His name is Paul Cram, and he's on the Grip Tight Foundation Repair Newsmaker line. Paul, welcome to WHO. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing really well this morning. How are you doing?
Doing terrific. So let me give you the most basic question, because that's what people are going to be asking. What is Wilson all about?
Oh, Wilson is a fun, quirky movie where Wilson is played by Woody Harrelson, and he kind of reconnects with his estranged wife, and through the course of the movie, he actually meets up with a teenage daughter that he didn't know that he had.
So this filmed in your town, Minneapolis. You got to film for a couple of days. What's the set like, first of all, when you're filming? Give me a little bit of that sort of experience.
Sure. Well, the film's shot all over the Twin Cities. There's a lot of different locations. If people see the film, they'll see some kind of landmarks of the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
My specific character, Piper, I filmed on set for 2 days in the Ramsey County Correctional Facility here. And, it was a prison.
Yeah.
And so, tiny little spoiler alert, I'm Woody Harrelson's cellmate, and he goes to prison.
Okay.
And the set actually was interesting because while we filmed it in prison, they actually built a prison cell on a basketball court in the prison for my character Piper. So it was kind of fun, a little fun fact about the movie.
So of course, I need to know about the experience of you're an actor in Minneapolis. You are going to do a scene. Here comes Woody Harrelson. So what is that like, and how do you get yourself into character and not just stare at Woody Harrelson and go, dude, you're Woody Harrelson?
Well, it's interesting because I did a lot of asking around and reading up before I got to set, because I was like, oh my gosh, like Woody Harrelson he's such a well-known actor, and he's amazing at the stuff that he does. So I asked around, and people were like, oh, Paul, don't sweat it, because Woody is notoriously known as being super kind and great to work with. So when I got on set, I found that to be really true. Just a really, really, I would call him a generous actor, meaning, as we're going through the scenes and stuff, like he gives a lot, which is really fun to work with. I will say this though, I did not know that Laura Dern. Do you know Laura Dern? She I always think of her as the scientist from Jurassic Park.
Yep.
I didn't know that she was going to be on set because she's not in any of the scenes with Woody and I. And I walked around the corner out of my trailer, and she was right there, just smack dab in the middle of the and I froze. My mouth fell open,
like she did in Jurassic Park when she fought the dinosaurs. Yeah.
And she was really nice too. I think she said hello and just kind of went on her way. And I don't know that I said anything back.
Yeah.
I think I just stood there with my mouth open.
I know. But isn't there a temptation? Did you want so badly to say, Woody, please say this line from one of your movies? Well, there's just something, just say this to me, or really, what was your temptation there?
I didn't have to ask, because in between filming, in between shots and stuff, because we were on a basketball court.
Yeah.
Woody went and he grabbed, a basketball, and we would shoot a couple of hoops. And I'm not kidding when I say this. Yeah. Woody Harrelson could play for the Globetrotters. Yeah. Like, he has got game when it comes to basketball. And he turns to me, and I was like, oh, my gosh, you're so good. And he's like, well, did you ever see a movie called White Men Don't Jump?
Did you ever happen to see White Men Don't Jump? Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was a really good experience. Yeah.
That is great. So, Paul, tell me about, your dreams as an actor. What a wonderful experience for you. You're a Midwestern kid. You're going to be in this movie. This movie is going to be a big, big hit, I know. What are your dreams? What else do you want to do?
I obviously I have aspirations like most actors. Keep plugging away. Every actor wants to be a big, huge movie star. I definitely have those aspirations.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I actually think the movie's going to be a really big hit as well. I saw it actually for the first time on Wednesday at the premiere here in town, and I love the movie.
Yeah.
It's Wilson is kind of this prickly character of a guy, but the movie itself it's charming, and there's something really lovely about it, and I think people are really going to love it, because I do. I love it, and doesn't everybody think the same way as me, right?
Exactly. Hey, Paul, when you love a movie, we all love a movie. There you go. And I think you got a natural built-in audience in Minnesota and Iowa when you're saying, look, you're going to see these familiar areas. People are going to go, well, I want to take a look at that. I know that prison. Spent some time there,
And when you say that, you specifically mean you. Like, you actually know that prison.
That's right. That's a story I'll tell at a later date. Paul, thank you for joining me. Best wishes to you. And I feel so great about you starring alongside Woody Harrelson as Piper in the movie Wilson.
Thank you so much. And people can see it there at the Cinemark Jordan Creek Theater tonight.